If you're looking for a laugh while cleaning a roof, got to kill some time making windows sublime, you got the right plan with Ryan and Dan. Welcome to the Uncleanables Podcast.
The roof, or we'll kill some time making windows sublime. You've got the right plan with Ryan and Dan. It's the Uncleanables Podcast.
Welcome everybody to
I might not even put the intro
another
in,
episode.
I just sing it every day.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Uncleanables Podcast. I've just come back from Ireland and I am buzzing. The plane landed.
He's still pissed.
The plane landed at 12:10 and I've already knocked out a pressure washing job. So we are absolutely flying into the week.
Mate, that's seriously impressive, you know that?
Mate, do you know what?
He landed at 12:30.
Yeah, and what time is it now?
3:48.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Mate,
so it's doable, guys.
It is doable. Mate,
it's all
even
about.
With a hungover, I've drunk about 85 pints of Guinness, and if I can do it hungover and looking like this, you guys
Guinness.
can do it. Mate, anyway, so we have got some fantastic things happening, and
so before we do everyone's favourite segment, which has only been once, but it fucking went down like...
Before we do it,
let's tell them what we got planned on Sunday.
Yes, so we are interviewing a man, everyone knows him. His name is Simon Cowell. No, everyone knows this man on YouTube. He's got quite a large presence.
Well, I think a lot of our viewers watch his channel.
We'll follow his channel.
Yeah.
Do you want to drop the name?
His name is Dan.
His name is Dan.
And Dan had a window cleaning business doing... I did watch the whole video, but I'm pretty sure from memory he had 750 customers, 2 staff members, 3 vans, so him and 2 others.
Yeah.
And just decided it wasn't for him.
Yep.
He tried it, he got there, and he said, "Nah, I'm out. I don't want to do it." So he scaled his business all the way back. So we're going to talk to him about how that went, decisions behind it.
Yeah. Well, everything from
why
start to finish.
why he done what he done.
And listen, guys, we are meeting him on Sunday, and we want to give you guys a chance to ask him a question. So the top 3 questions thrown in the comments below.
So please bear in mind that we're filming this the day after this comes out. So if you're watching this Sunday evening,
you need to be
or listening
live
to it on Monday.
Yeah,
it's finished. It's done.
So we're going to be
only if you catch us early enough.
So catch us early enough, okay, and then obviously. Pardon me, put the comments below, and then the top 3 with the likes on it, etc. We will obviously ask him for you guys, and you get to listen to the results.
Can you hear that?
No.
Can you hear it?
What is it?
It's today's segment.
Hey!
Mate, I don't know how long we've got to sit here.
Love that.
Yeah, but we've got to sit here for like, I think it's 11 seconds.
We should do the Stone Cold. No, Hulk Hogan. We should do that, like just at the camera.
Well, just do drugs and like...
No, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, so... everyone's new favourite segment, we have got the Leaderboard of Dreams. So for everyone who commented on the last episode, we've added your name to the leaderboard. Now you can play along with us at home. We will be adding to this
every week.
We have got room for maybe another 10 or 12 companies.
There are T's and C's to this. There are terms and conditions. If you are entered, whoever doesn't comment, okay, their statistics gets wiped, because obviously we can't be carrying on.
We'll let you off like a week.
No, we won't, mate. We'll
like
knock on your door, we'll punch you in the face. No.
But there will be we're going to do a prize for the winner when we get to, I don't know how many weeks it's going to be. But whoever has the most new added customers
can have my old boots.
We're going to come up with a prize. We don't know what it is yet.
We don't know what it is yet.
So if you miss a week,
it's not the end of the world.
That's going to put you back in the grand rankings.
I like it. So if you miss a week, we won't add that week. No, I like that.
And we'll work hard to get a decent prize. Yeah. It's not just going to be a couple of old spray bottles I've got that I don't use. I promise. Right, so Daniel, son.
Right.
How many customers have you added this week?
1. A generous.
Oh! Yeah. Drum roll for how many customers I've added this week. 8!
8 customers.
8 fucking customers.
Mate, I'm off to a fantastic. Mate, I'm actually last out of everyone, and no one else has gone again yet.
The one that And I've been trying to get Gavin from Rally Gutter Cleaning onto the podcast because he solely does anything gutter related. So cleaning gutters, repairing gutters, replacing gutters. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Let me just get a close up on this.
Replacing gutters. Yeah, bro, it's 4K camera and that. High quality and them ones.
Right, so Gavin from Autoglass. He only does gutters.
Only does gutters. Everything gutter related. Doesn't do window cleaning. Doesn't do roof cleaning. Doesn't do pressure washing.
Yeah.
Just gutters. So empty them, cleaning them.
He's done now.
Replacing them, repairing them.
Yep.
He is probably one of the busiest guys I know.
Yeah, I always see his van.
All the time. And he has agreed to come on the podcast, but when we sort of arranged it, there was a delay, he couldn't come. Then we tried to rearrange it, and then it's I can't remember, it was a little
Listen,
while ago.
pull your finger out and get on the podcast, all right?
We're going to give him a call. I'm going to give him a call later on today. And I'm going to say to him, we want him on, because I would love to talk to him about how he runs his business solely doing one
thing and one thing only.
So I think even most pressure washing companies do like gutter emptying, roof cleaning.
I
find I class roof cleaning and ground pressure washing as two separate services.
Yeah.
Because you can do one or the other.
Yeah,
you don't have to do both. I know, and you can't do both with the same equipment, if that makes sense. You need like roof specific stuff. So almost every company I know does more than one service. Whereas
massively.
he's solely gutters. I know it's like emptying, cleaning, replacing, repairing. You could class that as 4 different services, but it's not really, is it? So yeah, if you'd all be interested in listening to that, find his comment, because he comments every week. Reply to his comment and say, get on the podcast.
Yeah.
Big Gav.
And then we got Paul's Exterior. We got
Paul's Exterior. We're going to read out the comments because
what's clean clean pressure solicitors?
We literally just wrote this.
I know. I've got the worst memory ever. And also we got Stuart's Cleaning. Stuart's Cleaning.
Double A's above. Clean, Precise Solutions.
Yeah, Clean, Precise Solutions.
Which I believe might be a first-time commenter. I don't remember seeing.
So keep the comments up.
Unless you've replied to him.
Yeah, keep the comments up, and then obviously, guys, if you are going to join it later on, we've got space for about another 10.
Yeah, we've got some more space.
You need to let us know how many people you had the week before last and now last week.
If it kicks off big time, we'll do it digitally, and then we can add more people.
Yeah.
So or maybe we'll do like a season 2.
Imagine we had like 500,000 people just come forward. Like we had to quit our jobs, just fold the business and just done this.
Yeah, if we get £1 from everybody who enters. But yeah, if we do, we maybe do like a season 2.
Yeah, massively.
We'll work out how many times we can fit in.
I've got a sick idea. I have got a sick idea for something else. But
okay,
go on.
We'll come back to that. So yeah, just going to read some of the comments from last week's episode because I feel like we had some really, really good ones. Stuart's Cleaning Services, who had 5 new customers last week, he said, according to my CRM, I have 60% one-off / ad hoc work and 40% reoccurring, which is interesting, really, depending on what services you offer. I'm actually happy to listen to the customer and have them on an ad hoc basis, which usually ends up 4 visits a year, so like a quarterly clean. But they don't like a fixed schedule. I have email systems in place, so if a customer has work done and wants it as ad hoc, it will just send them an email after 8 weeks, then 10 weeks, then 6 months, and then 12 months until they book again.
I think that is brilliant.
Incredible short.
If it's which I think it will be, because the CRM systems now are fucking dynamite. If it's hands off, so you just say like quarterly, send them a
reminder. You have to send. Well, I had a CRM system with the photo booth company, and we had templated emails named 6 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
So because we had people book in 2 years before their wedding sometimes. We had 2 years to market them extra services. So obviously once the wedding's taken place, they're like no good to you. So send them an email afterwards, unless it was a review email. Pretty pointless.
Yeah.
So we done the same thing, but prior to the booking, sorry, not the clean. And we had to schedule them. So when they book in, we then go onto the email section of the CRM and you just schedule the emails for like the months leading forwards, and then you didn't have to do anything.
See, you can apply that on this business, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
If someone's booked in for a roof clean, you can almost say, look, like, just letting you know, while we're coming, we're doing a special, you can have your driveway done for $150.
Yeah.
Or something along them lines.
It would be difficult to bring it into this industry only because generally most people are only waiting up to about 8 weeks for a clean. So it's a short period of time to get people to spend more money. They might only have one payday between them booking and then having that job done. And which some of that money is going to be used for the service that they've booked anyway. But I think it's definitely...
Mate, that's not necessary at all. I think that's irrelevant about the payday. I mean, how much are you going to upsell them? Fucking hell, thousands of pounds. You're talking about a couple £100.
Potentially. Yeah, but bro, not everyone has a couple £100 every month sitting around.
Yeah, but I think the people that don't have a couple £100 won't be booking in a roof clean for 12, for 1,500 or even £2,000.
No, but they might have saved up. They might be using their savings.
Do you reckon?
Potentially. You don't know the situation, but...
You don't know shit, like.
You could do the same thing if they've booked a gutter clean. You could say, have your soffits and fascias cleaned, which is essentially going to double the price, if not a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it might go from 150 to 350.
Yeah.
Which is another 250 quid or whatever. I don't know, I'm my maths right there.
Yeah.
Another 200 quid.
Yeah.
But that 200 quid, they might be waiting on payday for that 200 quid.
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
Not everyone's got a lot of savings. You know, I think averagely...
£600, I thought
it's something like that, yeah. People only have £600 in savings.
Yeah.
Which makes me about £600 below average.
Mate, I think there's actually a statistic. I think there's only 30% of people have savings. And out of that 70%, something like 80% of them is only 600 quid.
No, super low. But as entrepreneurs, really should we have savings? It's a completely different question for maybe another episode. But should we have savings?
Yeah,
because
I think
as true entrepreneurs, you should always be looking to have your money working for you.
Yeah, but there's like, geez, man, there's like cutting it fine and there's cutting it fine.
Depends on...
I think if you don't have a couple of grand under your bed for absolute worst case scenario, I feel like you need to get that. After that, you need to have your money working for you.
Potentially.
Or if it's working for you, at least having it in something that you can access easy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, fire away.
Right, let's have a look. So, AA window cleaning, Phil, who got 4 new customers this week, well, last week. 1 off her business card, 1 off seeing my Facebook ad, but didn't click it, and 2 off of the ads themselves.
I want to know how he got that one.
Quite happy with a latte than a drink if we have a pub meal out. So we were speaking about.
Is he just inviting himself out?
No,
to the Christmas works do? No, I'm joking.
We were talking about how if you go for a meal in a pub, would you have an alcoholic drink?
Oh yeah.
In last week's
That's
episode.
interesting.
Yeah. So quite happy to have a latte. Not sure if I had a latte with my dinner.
If he's got a son and he hasn't called him AAA, I'll be very disappointed.
His name's Phil, so I don't know why he'd call his son AAA.
Because he's AA.
Right, good. Paul's Exterior Cleaning Services, who added 7 jobs.
That's outstanding.
He's up there with the winners. Good chat, like the new jingle. Not sure if you mean regular jobs or one-off, but I did 7 extra one-off jobs this week. So I think the rule's going to be with how many customers did you add? It's got to be new customers.
Yeah, it's not
because I've had 4 people I've worked for in the past booking with me this week as well.
No, that's jobs though.
Yeah.
We talked about customers.
New customers. So that is someone put he's down all right. He looks like he's been hitting the packet. Thought I'd throw that one in there.
I don't quite understand that comment, to be honest with you. And if the geezer that done that on an account that's not even registered, if you could let me know what on earth you're talking about, Keith.
It's probably all that white powder you had under your nose.
Mate, or is it the fact my tenors rolled themselves back up when I take them out of my pocket? Yeah, no, I don't know what you mean by that, fella.
Anyway, other than Ireland, what have you been up to, big man?
Do you know what, mate? I've been busy doing a lot of not business stuff.
Yeah.
So business related, yeah, but just other bits and pieces. I've had some great success, really. So them 2 customers from last week.
Yeah.
They are. Look after assisted living, and when you walk in there as a tradesman, I would call myself a tradesman effectively. They just say, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" And then you're talking to them about. So they wanted me to sort all the gardens out and pressure wash everything.
Yeah.
So obviously I've gone in there and it's like almost chaos. Do you know what I mean? Like she said the previous guy was cutting the grass with a fucking hedge car.
Yeah, you said.
I remember he said, I rang you as soon as she told me, and I thought, mate.
On his hands and knees with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, like unbelievable. So anyway, I went there and smashed everything out and loads of bits and pieces, and then I had a nightmare there the other day because of the damp air wasn't letting the sand. Oh, anyway, I went back there that night and sorted it all out. But yeah, so I've just been tied up with them really, and then kind of parlaying between the two because one of them didn't have pressure washing done, the other one did. She wants it done now, and then I've got a book in for the gardens and bits and pieces. So there's a fair amount of work there, but I'm just kind of working with them two at the minute. And plodding along with that, and then I've been given another garage site to go and sort out, so I'm going to try and book in with that. And then I've got another job, a huge job, to drive to Valencia for a removal.
Oh yeah, you said about that one.
Yeah, it's my friend, he's moving there, and he said, look, I'll pay you to run down there.
You're going to take your van, are you? You're going to have to hire a van.
I could look at that. I was just going to take that.
I'm not sure if you should take your van to Valencia.
Why?
Well, it's like, how old is it at the moment?
13 years, 61 plate.
Oh, okay, it's not as bad. I thought it was older than that.
Yeah, no, it's 61 plate.
Oh,
I mean, it has done 250,000 miles.
But that was it. Yeah, I knew there was something.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gone to the moon and back 14 times. So anyway, I'll look at that. And mate, yeah, just juggling everything. It just seems mega busy at the minute.
To the moon and back.
Yeah, it literally has. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of it. Oh, mate, I've got to tell everyone this. My pressure washer sprung a leak the other day.
Can you smell burning?
No.
It's not that, is it?
No, I can't smell it. My pressure washer sprung a leak the other day. Not my pressure washer, my turbo.
Yeah.
And I've got these jobs coming up, and I thought, no, that's it. Bite the bullet. I've got to go and get a new one. So I went in Kranzel. Yeah, German company. And anyway, the guy was in there. Quite hard to get Kranzel bits if you don't go all Kranzel.
Yeah, they work for themselves really.
Yeah, so anyway, I had the pressure washer on and everything. I just said, mate, I need no turbo and I need the quick fit, the Q, whatever you call it. Anyway, so I got them set up. I've tested it today. Mate, the turbo is second to none.
So much easier with the quick connects as well.
Yeah, but I've got it wrong. So the only quick connect I can use is a fan jet and the turbo, but in order to plug it into my surface cleaner, I actually have to unclip the actual handle.
You can get a...
I need to get that,
You can get a surface cleaner adapter.
For a quick release?
Yeah.
That's what I need,
Yeah, you can get them from Rutland basic pressure washers.
So that's where I'm at. So yeah, the turbo nozzle was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm over the moon with that.
Good.
That's my week. How's your week?
So a bit of an interesting one actually. Talking of pressure washing, I know you've had quite a few jobs come up. I done one last week. It was dry. It was a dry day, but it wasn't very warm. So I had to say it's a similar problem to you with the resanding. I actually had my grass cleaning power broom in the back, so I actually dampened the sand. So I didn't want dry sand. So I think
it flies everywhere.
Just fly everywhere. Yeah. So I dampened it a little bit and power broomed it in. And I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're in a pickle and you need a job resanded, so say to like get paid, definitely worth.
Yeah. What is in power broom?
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, that power broom cost me, I think, 1,200 quid.
Mate, seriously?
Yeah, because you've got to buy. So the actual body of it is it's a multi-tool.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a steel multi-tool. Steel. They're German as well. Still the German. So yeah, I think that was like 750 or something. Then you've got to buy the brooms and the wheels separate. Don't ask.
Knowing what you know now, would you buy it again?
No, I wouldn't do.
I was going to say.
So I've been asked that twice this week. Would I do artificial grass cleaning?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But some of my best customers are my artificial grass customers. Yeah. And it's fucking annoying.
What's the thing called in... Sorry, we will get back onto your week, but what's the thing called where it's you sell something maybe at a loss or to break even?
Loss leader.
Loss leader. Mm-hmm. Would you say... But it generates other income elsewhere. Would you say grass...
I earn well from the
you do?
Artificial grass cleaning. Yeah, but it's just not... If I had as many artificial grass cleaning customers as I did window cleaning customers,
mate, you'd be.
I mean, I had one booking today. I cleaned it once in May for the first time.
Yeah.
He's pressure washed and leaf blown it, but there's a lot of weeds. There's not a hell of a lot for me to do apart from hands and knees pulling weeds out. Big oak tree above it, which is
that's horrible.
It's a fairly big job. It's 110 quid. I'll be there an hour.
Yeah. What, pulling weeds an hour?
Well, I'll pull the weeds probably 15 minutes, then power broom it,
Yeah.
hoover it,
Well, good luck.
sanitise it.
Yeah, it's good. I understand it is
And-
good money.
You know, really that should have been 110 plus VAT, all of that registered last time I done it, but repeat customer. Can you come do it? Yeah, cool, book him in, bosh, done. I'm going to start arguing over
Yeah.
22 quid.
Sorry, mate. Right, get back on track for your
So
week.
yeah, that was one of the jobs booked in today. That previous customer. So I done that pressure washing job last week. I done 6 of the new window cleaning customers, and one was a window cleaning customer. The other one was a driveway. So another pressure washing job that's booked in, which is my 8. I done 6 of them new ones today. Tell you what, probably the best jobs you could ask for.
Yeah.
All of them super easy.
Great access.
Obviously priced well because I've done my new pricing structure, and it's like if you don't like it, don't have it done sort of thing. No awkward windows.
No ladders. No flat roof.
No, I had to go up onto one flat roof only because she asked me to. That was a one-off. I had to clean the skylight. But that was that was the tallest single story. It wasn't a single story. She called it a single story extension. That was a story and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. I had my ladders fully extended. My ladders only go to the second story windowsill. So it must have been taller than a single story extension. But yeah, anyway, that was the only time I had to get the ladders off for the new jobs today. So yeah, really, really happy with how that went. And they were all really close together as well.
And where's this?
So this was Benfleet.
Yeah.
And
Right.
this
Is this
so
from your Facebook ad?
From the Facebook ad. I had about 22 leads off of Hockley, I think 27 off of Rayleigh, less bookings off of Rayleigh than I did off Hockley.
Yep.
So even more leads but less bookings. So that's sort of telling me what I need to know about the people that are living there.
Yeah, I'm not being rude. I just need to get the notes up.
Yeah, it's fucking well rude, mate. And Benfleet, I had, I think, 22 leads in the first day that ad set was running.
Really?
Bro, it kicked off, which tells me that the window cleaners in Benfleet are doing half a job. Well, they don't want to be there.
So this is going to follow in lovely to what I was thinking.
Yeah, all 6 of those new jobs were all Benfleet. And one of them was in that. One of them was in Canvey actually. He just got caught by the area circle. It was on that caravan park. You've been there? You've done any jobs over there?
Canvey Island?
Yeah, King's Park it's called.
No.
There's like over 1,000. They're not caravans. They're brick.
Chalets?
They're brick. I can imagine they're similar to your mum's one.
Mate, are you trying to say they're a caravan with a brick skin around them?
No.
The low wall.
They're like purpose built. They're not caravans. They're
motorhomes, no?
No, they're not mobile.
No, it's called a static caravan, aren't they? Statics.
Well, there's
They're park homes, man.
Park homes, yeah.
Park
yeah.
homes.
There's a brick damp course, and then it's made of whatever. Obviously, they're
How high does a brick damp course come up?
8 or 9 bricks,
Yeah.
ish.
So it's a motorhome with a brick skirt on it.
Yeah, but you can't call it a motorhome, can you? Because
No,
you can't
not a
drive off
motorhome.
of
Static. It's a static home.
Yeah.
Mate, you can drive
But
off
they're
of it
fucking
if
massive.
you had a monster truck. couldn't you?
I've done 3 jobs there in the last sort of 18 months.
What's that, window cleaning?
The one today was I've done a couple of pressure washing jobs there as well, and the first one I done was a 3-bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah,
You went there with me. We've done the sofas.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was blown away by the size.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, they're incredible.
Huge.
They are incredible.
But
yeah.
they're all relatively the same.
Yeah.
They go from 1 bedroom to 3 bedrooms, I think. I don't
love
think there's
that.
any 4-bedroom ones. But that was a nice little job. But because it's so far out of the way, I've got to create a new ad set and try and pinpoint just that area.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Try and get, if I can get 2 or 3 there, it's worth it.
Yeah, totally, man.
Because
totally.
they're only little, so I charge them 18 quid for minimum charge.
That kind of follows on what I was going to say about standing out in business. Exactly what you said about obviously nicking customers and that from not so much nicking them, but them just coming to you and being like, mate, the previous guy's useless. I think you ready to jump on it?
So I saw a post. It was actually by Dan. He's coming on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was on his latest video. So he window cleans for a customer, and the neighbours called him. The next door neighbour said, "My neighbour's given me your details. My window cleaner's just retired."
Yeah.
And in the video, he says, "Well, that's your first red flag, right? Because they're going to have had probably a decent window cleaner, but it's going to be cheap as chips. If he's just retired, he's potentially been doing it 20, 30 years, right? This is, I think he's a 4-bedroom house. So you get both sides of that coin. So you get the customers that have had a window cleaner for however long, then the window cleaner retires, maybe doesn't even tell them.
Yeah.
So they're saying, oh, he stopped turning up or whatever.
That's so common.
Yeah. That happens a lot. But I think what it is people that, not trying to put anyone down, but they just don't run their window cleaning business as a business. It's just, it's how they make their living. So they don't want to have that awkward conversation with a customer to say, you're not paying enough money, you need to put your price up.
Agreed.
They just stop turning up.
Agreed. Yeah.
And really, it's not nearly as awkward as not turning up, or the effect that can have on your business.
Yeah.
I'd much rather the customer say, I don't want to pay more money, so let's call it a day.
Yeah.
They're not going to get offended, they just don't want to pay the more monay. But if you stop turning up, they're then not going to recommend you to someone else.
Mate, massively, yeah.
But they might say to someone, one of their mates who's got loads of money, they go, oh, my old window cleaner, he was really good, but he just was charging a little bit more money, but I'm sure he'll be able to help you.
Or he'll say, can you recommend one? You go, no, my previous guy stopped it because he hasn't turned up anymore.
Yeah.
But he's still going.
He's not going to recommend you if you just stop turning up.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, in Dan's situation, that customer's paying like £13, I think he said £13 or £12 for a 4-bedroom house.
Yeah, I bet he done it trad as well, the old geezer.
Yeah, I'm sure he said it should have been 28 quid with him or something.
So double.
So it's a big jump.
100% increase, isn't it? It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's when you measure it like that, 100%.
No, I know Dan disregistered, I'm not sure that's the right word, disregistered for VAT. So when he grew, obviously he had to go VAT registered. So now he stays under the VAT register hold. So he had to do it for 12 months. So he didn't shut down the business. He scaled it back and paid VAT on a lower income for 12 months to deregister, which is no easy feat, I'll tell you that now. But what was my point?
Standing out. Originally, he was talking about the neighbour hanging over the fence. About that, and you said it was a red flag.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't even know where you're going with it.
I had a good point. I was leading somewhere. This is like our life, though, isn't it? Like
your life,
and you don't understand.
No, this is your life.
Then eventually,
mate, why am I
because you don't. Obviously, I understand what I'm trying to do, but I just don't always tell you that properly.
Anyway,
and you don't understand it, and then eventually you understand it, but only if I make it to the point. If I don't make it there, neither of us understand it, and it's just no good for anyone. But yeah, my point is, when that customer looks at...
Jesus, who's been drinking out of that?
Only you, big man.
Fucking hell.
Well, you got AIDS in there.
Mate, there's like a bit of rice flying around in here.
You are... When that customer goes to get a new quote, and Dan said 28 quid, and she goes, well, I was only paying 12 before, that customer doesn't... Like, especially if they're not in business... They don't understand why the price is so different. I think, well, they're probably expecting to pay a little bit more because the guy's retired. So I think maybe £15 or £16.
Yes, you just reminded me of something.
But as soon as they go and get a quote from somewhere else, Dan might be the most expensive, but the others aren't going to be that far off. It'll be 24, 25 maybe. They might get a 22 in there. But anyone who's doing window cleaning on a 4-bedroom house for less than 20 quid needs their fucking head wobbled. That's insane. There
will be people out there who do it. Ever since the dawn of time, there's been someone that will do it for cheaper.
No, my mate Lewis.
You ain't got any mates. You know someone called Lewis,
I'm sure
mate.
he lives in a 2 or 3 bedroom house in Kent with his missus.
What do you call me?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a Mac joke. You can't say that. Do you remember the comment? It's an old Mac joke. Fuck off, man.
And he had the window cleaner knock on the door. And he was like, do you want your windows done? He was like, yeah, go on then. How much? It's 3-bedroom house. Have a guess. Go on. I'll give you...
Which way are we going?
I'll give you 3 guesses. It's a 2-storey, 3-bedroom house.
It's a 2-storey, 3-bedroom house?
Yeah, walk-fed pole, not trad.
So it's my minimum's 20.
Your minimum's 20?
Yeah, my minimum's 20.
Big man, come on.
It's not that. It's just I don't want to be messing around with £16 and £17. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, mate, some people say like, yeah, £18.50. You're like, mate, you ain't carrying around 50p's, big man.
I don't carry any change.
Do you not? No, that's what I mean.
No,
but like,
I'll do it. So my minimum is 18.
Yeah.
Unless they just have the fronts done. So like,
obviously.
I've done adjust fronts today for 15 quid.
I'm not like if you've got a 1-bedroom masonette, I'm not going to slap you with 20 quid. But like if I roll up to a house, it's
if your minimum charge is 20 quid, should be 20 quid.
I'll just say I probably wouldn't take it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Anyway, 3 guesses. Come on, shut up now, because you're going mental.
Go on.
3-bedroom, 2-story.
Yeah, just a normal 3-bed house.
I'd say you can't be anywhere more between £15 and £22.
So just guess number 1 is
15.
No. Guess number 2
18.
is no.
22.
No.
Go on.
£2.
No, you are.
I swear to God, he paid him £2.
Why would you? No, seriously. What do you even do? What can you even get?
Crack, probably. It's got to be.
Did he do it with a water-fed pole?
Apparently, yeah.
No, he's fucking mental.
Don't make sense, does it? But it's what he told me. Yeah.
Mate,
That's
seriously?
crazy, isn't it? Crazy. You're losing money, 100%.
There's a ploy to do that.
Well, he said that the guy looks after the whole estate, pretty much.
Yeah, but
even if you've done the whole estate at £2 a house, you're still losing money.
How many can you do in a day if you're
Doesn't matter how many you can do in a day.
No,
it costs you more than £2.
How many can you do in a day? How many can we do? 36 do we do?
If they're all on the same road, you could probably do 40.
So he makes 80 quid a day.
40, yeah.
Take his stoppages out.
That's assuming you've got a van with a 500 litre tank or bigger.
What is he doing? No, there's a reason he's doing that. He's going to do something else. He's going to like rob him or something.
He said it was he said he'd done a good clean as well. He was happy with it.
Mate, maybe the phone lost signal. It was 12 quid. There's no way it was 2 quid. Mate, I don't believe that. How can it be 2 quid?
I wouldn't make that
Anyway,
up.
the point I was getting at, the point that you reminded me of, right? So I know this woman, she's just had flooring throughout a bungalow done, yeah? Done a fantastic job. So she's had lino laid in half of the rooms, carpet in the other half, yeah?
Yeah.
What's up, son?
What's that? Oh, it's a little
Short,
mark.
ugly
It's
face.
a little mark.
That's going to look so funny for the people watching. Lino halfway through, carpet throughout, everything, yeah?
Yeah.
So obviously you got the tread bars going through and all the rest of it, room dividers. Come in she knows the geezer that laid it, right? And he said, I'm going to give this to this geezer. So it was like £2,800, yeah? It was £2,000 in flooring and £800 to fit it, yeah? Done in a day,
Yeah.
right? 12-hour day, 2 of them. And I went, do you know what? I don't begrudge that. That's fantastic. They've done a fantastic job, right? And I sat there and I thought, mate, could you imagine if you wrote that on Facebook? I just paid £2,000 for flooring, £800 over fitted. They was done in a day, 2 of them. Could you imagine what people would be? Mate, that's so much money. I work 18 hours a day for like so and so. I've worked 65 million years and I only earn £1,100 a month. Could you imagine people would lose their mind? And you think like
none of the tradesmen would be saying that.
But you think he could have stronged it over 3 days.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He didn't have lunch. He didn't have a cup of tea. He just cracked on.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And I think to myself,
He'd probably give the second bloke 2 though.
I'd say between 200 and 300 quid.
Yeah.
No, but mate, a monkey for a day is not bad, is it? But you sit there and you think it's so interesting because people would have lost they just would have gone mental for it. Do you know what I mean?
But like I know, so we've had days like that. Obviously, we don't have that high costs involved, but we've had days where we've walked away with like £800 profit. But when you actually break down like what you walk away with out of that 800 quid, it's not a lot, man.
Mate, I pay myself the same every month.
Yeah, so do I. But even if you didn't, like, so say there's 2 of you, so you're gonna say you gave 200 quid to the other guy.
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, you've got to lose 20% in VAT, right? So there's no way you're doing that sort of level of work and not being
Not if it's
registered.
cash mob work. No, you're right.
But like, you got your unless you
got
want to buy
your
drugs. So you're going to lose 160 quid straight away. It puts you at 640.
I'm going to ask a real stupid question now. Do you lose 20% VAT and then 20% normal tax as well?
No, because you go to the business. So you only pay. So you pay your 20% on your earnings, like your wage, depending on how you got it set up. That's a completely different ball game. But assuming you're a limited company, what the limited company gets from this £800 profit deal. Right, so you've got to pay your VAT, so it leaves you with 640. You can pay your fella 200 quid, leaves you with 440. Then,
hang on, you wouldn't pay VAT on that, would you? After his wages comes out?
No. You pay VAT on the turnover.
You're joking, mate?
No.
Rotted, mate. They are clapping cheeks.
If he'd bought the materials for the customer, you'd pay VAT on the £2,000 coming in as well. He obviously claimed back from what he bought, but
yeah. So 640. We're at
640 minus the 200 for the bloke. 440. Then you've got like wear and tear on the tools, travelling to and from the job.
Should we say £40 for juice and lunch that day?
Yeah, so it puts you at 400.
Puts you at 400, and then you've got to insure the van. Insurance for the business liability, employer's liability because you've got a guy with you, probably another 10 quid a day. His NI.
Well, yeah, assuming he's not self-employed, but yeah.
Mate, and
the NI's just gone up.
Mate, that's just what we know. We've just ripped it down to about 350.
Yeah. And then that's not assuming he didn't need nails, screws.
You would say that would come out of the £2,000. You would have said that would have come out of the £2,000.
Well, no, I don't know. Like,
is it consumable? No, I'd say
consumable materials that you need for your tools wouldn't be. So £2,000 would be the flooring.
Yeah.
Then you would pay for like glue. I don't know what you use to
trim
it. Yeah.
Trims and then carpet grippers and things like that. But yeah, no. So it's
stuff that
it's
you'd
interesting.
Like keep on your van. You would cover with.
Interesting though, isn't it?
Yeah. So that 800 quid comes closer to 300 quid. All in all, and then that goes into the business, £300. Then if you took that £300, like again, depending on how you set up, I'm not trying to give you any tax advice. If you took it as a dividend, you'd pay whatever it is, 6% or 7% on it. If you took it as income, you'd pay another 20% or 40%, depending on how much you pay yourself. Somewhere in between.
We was talking about this the other day about
so that £800 profit, you might walk away with 200 quid, 250.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
For the day.
Do you want to hear a story about tax, about inheritance tax? Mm-hmm. So I was talking, funny enough, I was having this conversation with my friend the other day because obviously the new tax brackets come out, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the inheritance has changed. A lot of things have changed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was talking, this was in the summer, I was talking to my friend about inheritance tax because I quite like the war. World War I and World War II, and he was telling me about a book he read, and it was about stately homes and manor houses, and he said in World War I, when obviously the soldiers got so he knows a lot about taxes and things like that, so he said about when inheritance tax come in and all the rest of it, it was all uproar. Anyway, World War I rolls around, and he said, so these people in these manor houses, with like 15 kids, right, these big stately homes. So when you get to, so they, obviously you're going back to like Victorian England, okay, still quite a few people couldn't really read and write, or they couldn't really listen to understand, the vocabulary wasn't really that good, a bit like you. So the vocabulary wasn't really that big. So anyway, they would go to these stately homes and they would get the sons, because they was educated, so they would be the officers, so obviously they can boss people around and all the rest of it. With that job, an officer literally took his men into battle, right? His 15 men in his battalion or whatever, in his little squad. 9 times out of 10 they all died because it was a horrible war, So you've got this fella. So one way around inheritance tax, as everyone knows, is you give the eldest son the property years before you die. So pre-World War I, everyone done that. You just give it to the eldest son. Lovely, I'm going to live another 15, 20 years when I die.
Was that still around? Was the inheritance tax before World War I? Right, okay.
So he doesn't pay any inheritance tax, right? World War I rolls around, right? So now you've got 3 or 4 brothers going to war, right? All officers, the death rate of officers was colossal, Boom. So now you've got, in some instances, this is mental. In some instances, the eldest would go to war. They're all at war, right? But they all go to different battles at different times. The first one will die, Then the second one goes, he's an officer as well, he dies. This might be a week, Then the third and then the fourth, right? So the government would turn around and go, you owe us 4 lots of inheritance tax, because it passed over from one to the other to the other to the other, if they died in that order. If they didn't, then it didn't, But obviously the eldest would have got in, he would have died, and then the youngest, obviously. So what they used to do is it used to compile 4 lots of inheritance tax, but it used to go back from the youngest, it would have got passed back to the dad, because the youngest wouldn't have had a will. So it would have gone passed back to the old boy, and he's like, I'm not going to pay this, I can't afford to pay it, Then I think he said the National Trust was born, the lottery, National Trust was born. They were just taking properties. They were like, listen, if you can't pay it, you're going to get repoed. It's going to go. National Trust will take it off your hands, and then we'll turn it into this, and we'll turn it into that, and all the rest of it. He said the other option was burn it to the ground. No one wins.
Yeah.
Yeah? He said between, I think it's something like, when World War I started, 1914 to just after the Second World War, to just before the Second World War, I think it's something like 75% of all stately homes in the UK vanished.
Because they got burned down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, unbelievable.
Yeah, I feel I'd do the same thing though.
Innit? You just lost all your sons.
Yeah, and you've got.
And now they're knocking on your door for an awful lot of money. Yeah.
Anyway.
Mate,
you can either sit there outside watching someone else live in your house, or you could just burn it to the ground.
There's a book called the...
I could imagine some of them might have had insurance as well.
Probably.
So they'd actually walk away with...
But it's unbelievable, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
But it's like anything. There's always like the...
So you know they've... so historically, if you had a limited company, you could just make your son or daughter...
Oh, thingy, yeah.
This new budget's changed that now. So if you give your business to your kids, they've got to pay capital gains tax. I think it's capital gains.
What do you mean give them? No. You're talking about two different things.
So it's the same, isn't it? You're paying capital gains, inheritance tax. It's all.
No, you said if you make them a director or if you give them the company, what are you doing?
Well, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Well, how is it not the same thing?
I can make my mum a director of my company, but if I die, I'll give it to her.
Do you know what making her a director means?
Yeah.
You're giving her shares.
Yeah.
So that's you giving her the business. She's not paying you for it.
No, you can make someone a director and still own it. They just direct everything, don't they? In layman's terms.
No, but that's not... No, so there's a job title, director, so like finance director, might not own shares of the business. Yeah. But to be a director of a business...
So are you telling me the director of McDonald's owns McDonald's? No. He's just a director at the time.
That's his job title.
So what are you talking about then?
Like, okay, let's change the word, owner.
Oh yeah, of course.
But if you're a limited company, to be the owner of the business, you've got to have shares.
Yeah.
So I can't just go to you now and say, do you want shares in my business?
Yeah, why not?
Because the government goes, you've given him
10 shares.
X amount of value, your business is valued at this, and he needs to pay tax on that.
Oh, well, that makes sense, yeah.
But he didn't used to have to do it.
Did it not?
No.
There would just be another way, wouldn't there? But I know what you mean. I
was listening to it on a podcast, so I might have butchered that, by the way.
They want their pound of flesh, these boys, don't they?
I was listening to the podcast.
Do you know what we should get on?
They're just taxing everything.
Oh, everything, mate. We should try and get a geezer on from H&M Revenue and Customs, shouldn't we?
Well, it's like swimming with the sharks, mate. I'm not sure if you do that.
And like the last 5 minutes,
just slap him with some cash.
Yeah, we just throttle him.
No, so you know, when you sell a business, there used to be a thing called entrepreneurs tax.
I've heard of this.
Entrepreneurs tax. They've now changed it to something like asset relief tax or something like that. But basically, entrepreneurs tax. So you only paid, I'm sure it's 7% on the first $1 million.
We're all right then.
Back in the day, it was the first 10 million.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was 7% on the first $1 million. And then anything above that was like 14% or something. They've now changed that to 10% and 16% or something.
See,
that's all gone up.
But even the jumps that they've done it in is incredible.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Nearly doubled.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like me and you was talking about the housing, the stamp duty.
Yeah.
Fucking mate, like 7%.
National insurance has gone up.
Yeah.
So if... do you want
any segment? Go on.
I was going to say, I was listening to the James Sinclair podcast, where it all came from. So he's got 1,200 employees, 1,300 employees. He's got to find another £2.5 million a year. Like out of nowhere. That comes out of the profit.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But ultimately, he ain't going to swallow that hit, is he? He's going to put his prices up in order to...
Well, there's a few different ways you could change it. Put your prices up, get more work in without employing any new staff.
But then but there's a cost, isn't there? There's a negative to it. Because if you increase... All right, let's get more work, but not increase workforce, so everyone's got to work that a little bit harder. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the reality of it. You either work harder or you lose your job.
No, I get that. No. I agree. I understand what you're saying, but I just hate the way the little geezer gets mullered.
I mean, yeah, he's not the little geezer, but it works down the line.
No, you're missing the point.
It doesn't affect
his
us so much.
No, his workforce is the little people.
Oh, right.
You understand?
Yeah.
And ultimately, his workforce is going out. Not his workforce personally, but other workforces are buying his products.
Yeah.
It's always the bottom row gets mullered.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something mental? I read on the budget.
Go on.
Right. In the 90s, this is true, right? You can look this up. It's the biggest scandal that's not being talked about at the minute.
Oh, you told me about
absolutely
this.
shitting themselves about this, right?
Fucking wild.
In the 80s and the 90s, right? When a pregnant woman went to go and give birth, you can sometimes lose a lot of blood, yeah? They used to give them blood transfusions. So they used to give them blood. The blood they gave them was undoctored.
From a cow or something, wasn't it?
No, the blood they gave them was never checked, right? So they were just taking in people, yeah, do you want to give blood? Yeah, no worries at all. They were never checking the blood. Some of it had HIV, some of it had this, some of it had that, some of it had, you name it. It was all of these diseases, right?
Just a cesspit of blood.
Cesspit of blood going into all of these women, yeah? Every 4 days, a woman dies from these now. So from all these years later, every 4, mate, that's fucking giant. Every 4 days, a woman dies, yeah? So you know about the budget, we need to give this and we need to give that, and I think the the military was they're going to increase it to put another 1.2 billion.
Yeah.
How much are they giving? Oh, NHS increase it to 2 billion. How much are they giving to these women as a payoff? Are they allocating from this budget?
I don't know, go on.
7 billion.
7 billion.
Yeah. So they're giving almost 4 times the NHS budget increase just to these women, this scandal.
Yeah.
This is colossal. Wait till this comes. I mean, it will come out. It'll be a Netflix thing. It'll be incredible.
Well, yeah, unless there's some sort of gagging order on it.
It'll be the
I'm surprised there's not been something on it already.
It's like it'll be the next thalidomide.
Yeah.
It'll be that thing. And
you don't hear about that though anymore.
Well, that generation dies out, doesn't it? Slowly that generation dies out, and then the next one.
Yeah,
I think
but there's no like Netflix scandals about that.
No, but there was at its time. It was like,
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the bad blood thing is incredible.
You know what I just remembered?
What?
The competition.
Yes.
Will have run its course by the time this comes out. I can't remember exactly. Is it the 14th? I'm sure it was the 14th.
I think it was.
I'm sure it was 14th, which is Monday,
3 days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. I don't think we're going to get any more entries, so
I think we've got a winner anyway.
I think we've got a winner.
Yeah.
I think we've got a winner.
So in 4 days we're going to drop one on the social media?
We'll probably do a video.
Yeah, I think we should as well.
Do a little cheeky. We might film that now actually.
Yeah,
ahead of ourselves.
Why not, my boy?
Assuming no one else comes in with a last minute screamer. That could be
a belter.
Controversial.
Ooh.
Drama in the Uncleanables studio. But yeah, should we wrap this up in 46 minutes?
Yeah, mate, yeah. Let's go for it.
Hope everyone has a great rest of the week, or next week, 'cause this comes out on Saturday. Don't forget to put your comments in with how many customers you added. Like I said, we've got about 10 to 12, maybe 15 spaces for you to join at the run-in. The winner will get something really cool. Should we just oversell what they're going to get? The winner's going to get a Brabus 650 AMG.
And in the glove box of that Brabus will be the keys to a brand new Bugatti Veyron. And in the passenger seat is a couple of tasty sorts, if you swing that way.
Yeah, that's not happening, but we will get something cool.
Yeah, we will get something cool. We don't know what it is yet.
No, we haven't. I've just decided someone's going to win something, so.
Why not? Anyway, listen, everyone, thank you for supporting and watching us, and another fantastic episode. I hope you enjoy everything. And don't forget to watch next week's episode, which is the special edition, limited edition, fucking HDMI, DFS.
And Dan's going up to Milton Keynes in December.
I am going up to Milton Keynes in December.
Interview
2 people.
2 people.
One and then another one. And
that's
likewise.
What 2 people means, yeah?
Yeah, but not at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I thought they were doing it together.
No, I don't want to do it together.
Okay, that's interesting. So that'll be double episodes of that.
Duel, innit? Be duel. But yeah, so we're going to do the question thing on that, but that'll be on a later episode. So get the questions in for this man.
Yeah, maybe in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
Because, well, we're mid-November now. Probably next week, actually. So not Dan's episode, the episode after.
Yeah, and then we'll be ready for it.
Be ready, because you're doing the double in that.
Big double.
So I think as well, just whilst we're on the subject, we'll probably knock out another couple of bonus episodes over Christmas. You having any time off over Christmas?
Yeah,
I'm
25th.
having 2 weeks, bro.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm fucking buzzing.
I'm going to get a phone call on day 3 going, Dan, I want to jump in front of a bus. I am so bored.
More than likely. Yeah.
Mate, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Fucking mate. And do you know what? I've got to say this.
The week after.
I think having time off at Christmas is the worst time ever.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Do you know why? Because you get about 80 minutes of daylight.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is you're just inside because it's freezing cold.
Yeah, I do. I need some time off though. Like I proper overworked myself a little bit. Yeah. And my wrist hurts. I've hurt my wrist, and that needs a rest.
Mate, 2 weeks at home on your own ain't gonna rest that wrist, big man. That's for sure.
It's the other wrist. We're all good. We're all good. This is my mouse wrist.
You'll be smashing yourself to bits
from editing too many videos. That's what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna have some time off. So we've got plenty of opportunities. You'll be getting a call, Dan. Do you want to go film a podcast? Ryan, we filmed one this morning. Yeah. So yeah, we'll probably release a couple of bonus episodes over the festive period.
I think we'll have some fantastic content. Yeah, we'll have some great content.
Try and knock out some extras. We've got the 2 interviews that Dan's doing. There'll be 2 separate episodes. The one we're doing this week.
We'll do a Christmas Day live as well, so everyone just bin off all your families and just run into your room, lock the door and just watch it.
YouTube live.
Oh, fuck that. I ain't doing that Christmas Day. What do we talk about?
Well, we could do like a special Christmas episode.
Oh yeah, no, we'll do that.
Christmas morning.
Yeah?
Yeah. We'll do Secret Santa. I wonder who I'll get. So yeah, well, maybe we can exchange a present.
Yeah, okay.
Do a special Christmas episode where we talk about like cleaning chimneys or something.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sick, to be honest with you. Yeah. All right, nice one. Listen, we'll leave you to it. Thanks everyone for watching and supporting us again. And enjoy, and remember,
stay cleaning. Let's go.